Welcome back, lords and ladies, to another Lionhearts campaign in the Swissmod Hotseat. Now, let's begin by rejecting this guy. Poor sot. Didn't know it. But today there will be a bit of murder and mystery about us as we begin this turn. Now, as you can obviously see, Joseph II has been reclaimed. Now, I could reclaim it again and rename it back to its proper name. Which I would have to look at my last episode just to rename properly, because I just write some names down and choose randomly at times. But anyways, we can see a general around the corner and quite a lot of forces moving back inwards towards the center. So I'm guessing he was guessing that I was going to move my general here from Saladin. If he ever scouted that out, never. You know, if he could get the little map icon here so he could look at the amount of troops in here, then he'll know that I never took it, and I didn't really plan on taking it with this shit going down. So that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Anyways, we need to get some murder going on, so we're going to start off by moving our spies and getting our shit going. Alright. Also, if I was in any way, shape, or form being a good something to do with music, if I was any good with the music, I will probably have something playing in the background. Now, I would love to move the spy further down south, but I'm going to need to use him to kind of scramble up the spy game, as it were. Now, I also need to move this guy. I'm not going to go for Joseph II again. I'm going to go to John Stuart Mill. So maybe they had like a great brothel here or something at one point, and the town became famous for it across the lands. The Miller's Brewery, maybe. So we got that, and then also we've got another one, and then the icing on the cake. Now we're gonna watch as a my lovely assassin. Just gonna grab a torch. Do you like my torch? Yes, we have slain the Swissmanian prince in his bed. Also, we discovered a spy and the new faction heir. So, yes, we slaughtered their prince, and that'll weaken their northern border, so they'll have to redirect some of these forces up north. I feel like they're going to be quite on the defensive here, especially since I succeeded in all of my spies stuff, like literally everything. I succeeded. I wanted this guy to get slain so bad. I kept on. I will admit it didn't take me as long as killing off the Turks, but actually it took me like maybe 25 to 30 minutes. It didn't take that long. It's kind of sad. But regardless, now we need to figure out what we're gonna do. We're gonna just take those guys, get a clear victory. I didn't plan that, but I know I could probably get a clear victory out of that. Alright. Alright, now that we got the important part of the turnover, let's look at end of turn report as second militarily. Oh, wow. I wonder why we're now butting heads for first. Financially third. Interesting that the Dutch Empire is beating us financially. But no matter. Production, nobody gives a shit, even though I'm first, so I should probably give a shit. Population, Swissmanians. I really wanted to take Joseph II back and just exterminate the populace just to piss him off. But I'm kind of glad I didn't. Alright. Well, as it is, we've lost a few battles, but we still won a few battles. Well, we gained one battle there. I would say assassinating their prince was probably a good battle victory. Also, we can look at their faction leader as it is. Faction leader, proven commander, striking to behold. He's got a lot of authority. Mechanically minded, just 40 build points. Scarred, courageous. Blah 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 blah. Fierce in battle, that could be helpful if we attack him. And they don't have any infantry, so he'd be down to 3. And then we've got this punny little guy over here. One of the ones he claimed he went to war with me over, which is just ridiculous. Ay, caramba. Alright, we're gonna move our fleet. Let's move them into the docks. Also, the Northmen have taken Genghis. I really wish I had like a map overview, and it looks like they're moving north against the Russians. So I hope, for the Russians' sake, that they actually finish off peace and love before they get dealt too much damage by the Northmen. Otherwise, the Northmen could come back from having been gut punched in the beginning. But yeah, also, our force was defeated last turn, so I'm gonna just sit tight here with Godwin Went. And now that my spy is in here, I didn't really want to put my spy in here, but he's just succeeded, so I was like, why not? So we'll try and take this next turn, and then that'll deal with the entire northern province. Now, thanks to Swissman's video, turn 11, I was able to surmise that Despot Alexius was able to be in range of Del Toro or Sandline. Now, to get in would be practically impossible with Anthony West and Richard Hinckley, my 2 best spies, defending the places. But regardless, I wanted to just take him out. Just get him out of there. So now that he's dead, I will probably move a little bit farther south. This way I'll be kind of in a better range, zone range. Also, I want to move the king, King Davy the Watcher. Nice. Yeah, that's because of the authority. Alright, so the question is, where do we want to go? It's a great question. I don't know where I want to go. Also, oh, quick, before we do anything else, move spies back into cities. Always defend your cities. I like how that gave me just another point to help my spy out. I like that for it. Thank you to the Northmen. It really helps. Now, King Davy, gonna be in range of spearmen, and at least a spearman and a bodyguard. So that, and possibly 3 more units of cavalry. Huh. Actually, that's a good idea. Okay, so I think John Milmore or George Milmore. No, wait. Actually, let's wait on the north quick. I still haven't like, I always wait till the turn to actually do my full analysis, just so you guys kind of get an idea of what I'm thinking. And then also, as soon as I get spy shit done, I just don't forget, so that's why I take a little bit longer. But anyways, we're gonna do a fort and a fort there. Fort is gonna go there, and then that way they attack. We can defend, I suppose. You know. Eh. Let's see, if I actually put a fort over here, I would still be in range of these 2 forts. So if this one was taken for sure, then this one would be under siege. Then I could make a move on it just in case, just to get there in time. So I suppose we'll have to save it. Do we want another ballista? Probably be a good idea. Augustus, I do want to claim that as soon as possible. So I'm going to move George Middlemore here. We're going to fort up here as well. Actually, yeah, we need to fort up here as well. It'd be a good idea. If we could just take more cavalry, that'd be wonderful. Alright, we got to be careful with the last of our money here, because if I fort too much, I'm going to get screwed. If I fort too little, I'm going to get screwed. In a matter of fact, it's just, it happens when it comes to hot seats. If you don't fort up enough, you're going to get screwed over by either the players or the AI, or just something's gonna shoot you down and you're gonna be pissed. And I don't want to be pissed. I like to be happy about my experiences. Okay, so we got enough money to do that. I might not have enough money to do another... If I could do another assassin, I'd love it. I could move this guy for sure to Bridgehaven. I actually don't have any spies here, so I'm taking a risk. I'm taking a risk that they don't have any spies, and I know they don't have any ballista makers or ballistas in the area, so they could take this first one. If they take the second one, that's fine. He's the 3-star, it's fine. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme, as long as I get the counter swing, I'm fine with it. Alright, well, what do we do with... Okay, so with this unit, actually with this, we could throw you back Del Tora. That way we get free upkeep still. And with this one, we will send you with Middlemore, probably. Probably be a good idea. Okay, so well, I want to assassinate that guy next turn. That'd be really nice. Okay, so if we just toss these 2 cav down this way, toss this third one in here, we'd have 3, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'd be a pretty close match. If I was just in range of them, I would be so gullibly happy. But I'm just not gonna be gullibly happy, am I? Alright, I can move my king a little bit closer, but not really like super friendly close. Just for the fact that I would get wrecked. But I do need support on that fort though, so I will need to move Anthony west out of Del Tora. So we'll fort up here. So we got one more fort. And with all of our forts, we're getting a decent amount of upkeep, so that's pretty nice. Okay, we're gonna send one more unit down here just in case they attack it. It'll be a real pain in the ass to take. Send more of our reinforcements to Bridgehaven. And I do want that assassin. Been putting off getting the second assassin for the longest time. Now, I would have gone for Joseph II, but I prefer not to die yet. I would at least like Woolman to capture and hurt another one of his cities. So if I could take this one, I might get the double destruction cost, or destruction whatever, for destroying both town halls. That'd be kind of cool. And then destroying the town guard would be very beneficial money-wise. So we'll move right there. I'm going to be just in range to take that next turn if I can open the gates. Slim chance, but I was able to take Joseph II again if I so chose, which I chose not to this time. So, we'll see. Also, Hinckley, I actually would like Hinckley to stay there because he might be in range of this guy. I just know that the Spear Militia are nowhere near in range to get in close to him. So we're going to move Anthony west to there. that way, we could probably possibly move more of our men to this fort, take that fort. Probably could use another spy if I had another one in range. That'd be... you're not in close range. That's alright though. Okay, so if we took both peasants, 90 upkeep would be okay. Alright, so if we move closer, if we move just a tiny bit closer. Okay, so that's close enough for me. Move there. I don't want to put Prince Paul in the same army, but I might have to. Okay, so if we move somewhere around right there, it shouldn't be close. It shouldn't be that close where they could actually attack us, because if we outnumber them, they won't beat us. So if we move right there, okay, so we'll just be in range of that. King Davy I want in the shadows. Prince Paul will lead his troops and move out. We'll be losing a lot of money next turn, but hopefully it'll pay off. We will want these reinforcements with King Davy, so I'll move these peasants actually to probably Nicolo. I mean, not Nicolo. It used to be Nicolo. Del Tora. Suppose we could move them down south even farther, maybe? Well, I merged them. Whatever. Okay, so we'll move the cavalry there. Population is fine with it. Alright, our... Probably should be able to jack the taxes up just a bit more. With the troops we're recruiting, we should be fine with it, and that way we can recover from the money loss a little bit easier. Also, these 5 units should be in range next turn. Just in case, we'll throw another unit in Prince Paul's army, throw another unit in your army. That way we've got Sandy Lion. And if I could just see if he has Drill Master or something on this guy, then I would be a little more or less inclined to worry about it, but I can't afford not to. I have to make sure that I keep Sand Lion alive and well. I would actually like it if I kept one of these forts, just for the sake of... You know what, I'm just going to throw it right there, just because I like having the mountain fort, and plus it's free upkeep, and plus I like having it. It looks nice. Okay, so we'll train those. Alright, I think we're pretty good as it is, strategy-wise. Maybe if I took all these guys and made it a nightmare to take this fort, it might be worth it. And then again, it might not be. Oh, that's right. Also, Stafford, move you there, gain a little bit more money. We moved you guys down from the south. You can take 2 at once. We're going to take that free upkeep. I know I probably sent one down already, but I really just need to not lose as much money as possible next turn. And then also be gaining money by doing this one. So that way we're not losing anything. We're gaining a whole quarter next turn, a quarter of a florin. So if I actually took you out, put you in there, okay. Alright, if I... How many spies do I have now? Jeez. I've got to have way too many spies for one man. I apologize if I'm rambling and dawdling a little bit. I did just finish a 12-hour shift and I'm surprisingly awake. I'm surprisingly still going. So, that's a thing. Maybe I should recruit a priest. Or another unit of hobblars. Oh wait, I do want assassins. Assassins more important. And then also, if I get that third unit of upkeep, I could probably just get another unit of spear militia over here. Be better economically. And another unit if I tossed. I don't want to toss too many units in here because if they do kill it off with all these cavalry because they have better stats, then I'm SOL, and I don't like that. I wish these guys were like in range of this fort here, but they're not going to be in range. Maybe Stafford will be? Maybe he'll be in range of this bridge, put a fort here on this bridge, take back Woolman Keep, and in the case that Harold Woolman actually dies, then I will honor him by renaming it and handing it off to someone else. Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, 2, 4, 6, 7. Actually, that adoption I had in the beginning of the turn, I could accept. I did try it, and it just said adoption not completed. So, screwed there, man. Screwed there. Alright, I think we're pretty good as it is. We're in a strategic spot where I believe they can't touch us with this army. It looks like they just took L'Ouverture. And they're not moving towards Peter, actually. They're moving north, which is a little different. It's not what I was expecting. Perhaps. Question is, what are they going to do with Basilius Constantine and his band of Mariots? Let's see if they have a really good defensive position there because they could reinforce Augustus as well as Joseph II if I had forwarded it off, which I would have barely had enough movement points, and then I would have had to have been right here with no spy defending me, and it just defending this damn little place when it's surrounded by enemies is like, yeah, fuck that. I was only in it to do it once with the cav. That was it. But they're in a good spot to defend Teresa as well. So we'll see how they do. As soon as my might is ready to crush them next turn, I will be the one renaming the cities once and for all. Thank you, Swissman. Thank you for renaming my shit. I will rename it back, damn it. And it shall be better. New and improved. We're gaining 5 next turn. A grand total of 5 gold pieces. That's not bad, actually. We could probably move these guys. Okay, we'll move the cav because in that case we could be in range of this fort. Oh wait, that'd be a unit out in the open. I don't really like that idea. Stafford, let's build another fort. Actually, when it comes to a hot seat rules, not this hot seat in particular, but just hot seats in general, I'm actually doing pretty well when it comes to not fort spamming in the same region, because one fort in a separate region, and then 2 forts in one region, and then 1 fort in another region, so not too bad. It's usually like a 3 fort max per region, so even if I had somebody in this fort, it'd still be okay. Should I just toss somebody up there just because? If there's no reason to, I don't think there's any reason to, so I shouldn't. Oh, he's a level 4 spy. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. So he started as level 2 just like this guy, and they both got in. I believe I can fly. Let's go for it. Why not? We need to max out our movement as much as possible. So next turn I'll move the billman, and I'm gonna leave the rest of my, like, this shore is gonna stop recruiting because I can't recruit anything right now. Yes, this is gonna be where we're leaving it. I do apologize for blah blah blahing too long. I do need to actually show you guys a bit of the reports quick. So overall, peace and love is still going down, which is surprising. I thought they would, you know, hit a stopping point where they just kind of hold on. Peace and love, not peace and love. The Swissman and I are going blow for first place, so we'll see how that goes. Russians are being barely beaten by the Dutch Empire. Militarily, Dutch Empire is faltering. The Russian Empire, I believe, is Russian? Yes. Russian Empire is just above us. We're right behind him. The Moors are right in front of us. I mean, not in front of us, behind us, tied with the Dutchman and the Dutchman, the dead man's chest. But yes, the Swissmanians behind them, and peace and love trying, trying their hardest. Production ranking, nobody gives a shit, even though I'm winning. Territorially, the Russians are gaining again, even though they lost the territory. Well, this is turn 13, so I suppose I won't really see turn 14's rankings until next turn, will I? I suppose that's last turn. Well, this next turn is going to be a real doozy, isn't it? Financially, of course, it's the Northmen and the nobody else, really, except for peace and love. It's got to be that 5,000 King's Purse. That's probably the only thing saving people. Population, and overall again. Alright. Just let me check some of my spies to make sure I didn't miss anybody. That's right, Anthony's supposed to be there. Hinkley. I have a question about Hinkley, because if he's there, then shouldn't... Oh, just a second. Okay, so strategically, let's see. If we move right there, if we're in the way for him to directly go into Sandlion, then I think we're okay to move Richard Hinkley out of here. And if I could take both forts next turn, that would be even better, actually. Because both my spies in Deltor and Sandlion have been just one movement point out of range. Just one. So I will move my spy over here. So, Georgios Abalantes, your days are numbered. Either way, I just want to take out this fort. I have two of my best spies, and it seems they have none of their spies on the move. They've somewhat, I don't want to say foolishly to jinx myself, but somewhat foolishly moved their forces all south to deal with a tiny force that was never really meant to even probably take Saladin by itself. I bet you Saladin probably would have beaten Woolman back just like Went got beaten back up north here in Mandela, but we'll see. I think he's got at least one more settlement left to take down. If he takes down the famous brewery at Stewart's Mill, John Stewart's Mill, then I will rename his keep in honor of his sacrifice and his victory soon to come. Harold Woolman, I will salute you in the times to come. Now we'll see if we can take Mandela next turn. I've definitely got quite a bit of forces here. And if I can just walk right in, that'll probably lower the attack of the archers as well, saving me a few men. And hopefully dropping my military expenses quite a bit. Then I can just take this army, move it down south, get it retrained at Sandy Lion. Sandy Lion's brother, Lionheart. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see after that. God, I love those false documents. That looks so cool. Alright, I'm going to end the turn here. Shouldn't be anything left for me to do. Okay, just questioning, just making sure I'm recruiting shit here. Okay, good. Okay, alright, so we're good as it is. Just wanted to say thank you everybody for watching, and I'm going to pass it on to the Northmen. Good luck everybody, and check out everybody else's perspectives, please. See you next time. Baronet out.